Back, ladies and gentlemen, Egypt plans to have 125 universities in the year 2032, and this is just part of a wider plan to enhance its educational system. King Salman University has just been inaugurated a few days by President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. And in order to know more about Egypt's plan to inaugurate more universities, we're very much honored to have with us Dr. Shereen Naggar, a higher education specialist. Good day to you, Dr. Shereen.
Good morning to you too, and thanks for having me.
Thank you very much, Dr. Shereen. It's a great honor to have you with us, but we would like to know from you, how do you assess the development in Egypt's educational sector, especially in higher education, since you are a higher educational expert?
Actually, the recent education reforms exposes Egyptian youth to diverse spectrum of educational contexts, which give them the experience needed to secure any job in almost all sectors. I feel that the year of 2019-2020, it's a milestone. It's the year of education in Egypt. It shares just a clear vision of the government leaders that how education is very essential and is rooted in the culture of the citizens of Egypt. And I feel like the president believes that every citizen has the right to have equal access to state-of-the-art education and plenty of opportunity to succeed and have a bright future as well.
Dr. Shereen, Egypt plans to increase its universities to 125 universities by the year 2032. In your opinion, what's the importance of taking such a step, which is, as you mentioned, part of the president's strategy to enhance the educational sector here in Egypt?
As the president elaborated earlier, that the education is a matter of national security. As you indicated, that the population of Egypt has now reached 100 million, and statistics indicates that we will need one university per 1 million person. And in order to serve the local community and develop economically, right now we have 72 universities, so that we're still in need of 28 extra universities to bridge the gap. And according to the last censuses, I mean, we're going to reach 125 million by 2030. So we need additional universities to serve the local demand of our citizens.
Yes. Dr. Shereen, currently there are 30,000 Egyptian students studying abroad. To what extent could the new universities help in returning some of those students back home?
As we all know, I mean, we parents strive to provide our children with the best education that we could afford. And building these institutions locally will, get our children the opportunity to stay locally and provide them the best education opportunity that will save millions and millions of dollars and save time and make sure that the resources are stayed locally, not outside our nation. Especially if the local education is compatible globally, and there will be no financial burden or hardship on the Egyptian parents.
Yes. Dr. Shereen, the COVID-19 crisis actually forced the whole world to shift to online education or e-learning, and the experience has also been applied here in Egypt and in all stages, not just the university education, but actually all education or academic stages. How do you assess the experiment of online learning or e-learning so far in Egypt?
E-learning has been evolving, by the way, in the last 10 years around the world, not only in the United States. We found out as educators that e-learning provide additional material continuously without limitation. Instruction could be delivered throughout the day, and it reaches any students in all locations around the world. It saves effort, it saves time and money, and of course reduces crowded classrooms and solves the problem of the lack of available college instructors. Yes. E-learning also provides students with ample opportunities to collect knowledge at their own pace and eliminate pressure and stress that might affect their success in their subject matters.
Yes. Finally, Dr. Shereen, since you are a higher education expert living in the United States, perhaps the United States is one of the most advanced countries when it comes to education. Many of us send their children to receive their higher education or university education in the United States. But at the same time, since Egypt is embarking on a new era of inaugurating or opening or establishing so many universities here in Egypt, could we here in Egypt benefit from the opportunities or the expertise in the field of higher education, especially from the United States?
Actually, this is it would be a great benefit to model the experience of the United States and apply it in Egypt. The United States, the point that it utilized the human and the financial resources to enrich higher education could be applied in Egypt. They strive to focus in developing individual creativity and excellence and uniqueness at the same time. But the good thing also about the American higher education that they train the students to know how to be a team player and collaborate to achieve a common purpose that should benefit the local community.
Mm-hmm. Of course, an excellent remark. I'd like to thank you very much, Dr. Shereen Naggar, Higher Educational Specialist. Thank you very much for being with us. And in a related context, actually, since we have been talking about inaugurating new universities here in Egypt and enhancing the educational system, Egypt plans to have a total of 125 universities in 2032, bringing the current, or rather bridging the current gap between the population and the universities at the rate of 1 university per million people. We have the new universities that are following the international specifications and standards. Let's learn more from the following report.